I am the Eggman. I am the Eggman. Cuckoo Cachoo.
I thought it was the walrus.
I am the Eggman. I am the Eggman. I am the walrus. I missed out the walrus. You're quite right.
Oh, I am the walrus. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all right though.
And joining me as ever, sont des bons qui m'ont très bien ensemble. Très bien ensemble. It's Dr. Christy Winters.
Yeah, it's still me. Yeah.
Yeah. I've been listening to some Beatles. Sorry.
Apparently.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good stuff. It's classic.
Indeed. Indeed so. Christy motherfucking Winters, how are you?
Good. I did another lecture this week. So that went well. It's different because the lectures are 90 minutes here, and I'm used to all of my material is timed to 60 minutes. So I had to also, I never taught, like, unis in the UK, May is when classes end, then you start to prepare for your exams and your summer off, but they have 3 terms here. So they have a winter, a spring, and a summer, which means in like another week and a half, I'm going to be competing with 75-degree nice weather, so I had to up my game a little bit and do some interactive stuff in the classroom. But what I ended up drawing on some of the inspiration of Stuart Lee, because facing it's a lecture theater that fits about 200 people, but we only have 60 students in the class. So I had them all fill up like the first 8 rows because they were sitting in the back watching videos last week. I saw them, we see you when we're lecturing. We just choose to ignore that kind of stuff. But people on the left side of the room were all answering questions, and I had to go to the right side of the room and go, you guys are letting the side down. They're answering all the questions. You're going to need some more energy from this side of the room, more participation. They're just showing you up over here. So if that continues, I will continue to play one side of the room off the other in order to make them, the quiet side feel like they want to be part of the cool group.
Okay. I mean, I don't remember asking for your fucking life story.
You asked me how I went, and it was part of my week.
I mean, that's that. You took an open-ended question in good faith.
Yeah.
I mean, within reason, and you took it to a bad place, Christo.
I took it to an awesome.
I don't know that I can trust you anymore, frankly.
I took it to the best place possible.
Anyway. Yes. Yeah. What do you want? Why are you here?
You want to do a show?
Oh, we're doing a show. Oh, okay. Is this broadcasting?
Is it live?
Is this live? Chat. Can we get some feedback? I was thinking about this, and I don't know why, but I was thinking, could the live stream be used as an alibi?
Yes, it's actually someone has tried to use that.
Because, like, unless you're directly interacting with the chat as it goes along.
Exactly, that's what he tried to do.
Like, it could just be pre-recorded, right?
He did. That was it. That was 100% it. It's what he tried to do, and they caught him.
Oh, nice.
Caught him anyway, yeah.
Okay. Oh, cool. Oh, anyway. Oh yeah, I've had an emotional one over the last week. So, I mean, it's got nothing to do with why I was feeling shit earlier in the week, really, but it didn't help, I suppose. Do you know we talked about Jack the Ripper?
Yes, we did. Well, we talked about the museum.
We talked about the museum and the victims and all of that, right? Now, I've not got into Ripperology because I think Ripperology is literally a fucking disgrace, and I have virtually nothing but contempt for all of the people involved in it. But I am interested in the psychology of why people are into it.
Okay.
So I've been watching some of their stuff, and honestly, they're just ghouls for the most part. Okay. They enjoy the goriness of it and the who done it, as if these aren't real people because it happened ages ago, type thing, right? Mm-hmm. Very, very strange group of people. And that not to say there aren't some good people involved. I'm sure there are, but you know, hashtag not all Ripper mentalists. Yeah.
Mentalist, yes, characterizing them very, very, very positively there.
And you can't say I'm sitting on the fence.
No, we know where you stand. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, during the course of watching the tripe, I found out that one of the victims has the name of Jack the Ripper on her tombstone. Yeah, Annie Chapman has like blah 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 the years that she lived, victim of Jack the Ripper.
Oh, she was defined by what happened to her at the last day.
Yeah. Not put up by her family or anything. It was put up about 15 years ago. And essentially it's just a tourist trap thing. Yeah. So even in death she can't escape it. Mm-hmm. Which is grotesque. And I wanted to do something about it. But essentially there's nothing I can do. Because I'm not a relative of the person, so I have absolutely no say in what their tombstone is.
And you're not going to just go down there and steal a tombstone.
Well, yeah, though that would be desecration of a grave and a very serious crime for which you will go to jail. And I suppose rightly so. That does need to be deterred as a practice, generally speaking. Grave robbing, it's not great. And I wanted to sort of contact maybe a family member and like get them on board. But it turns out the family have said, don't fucking contact us. We're sick of Jack the Ripper people. Leave us alone. We didn't know this bitch. It's gonna
we're genetically related to her, but that's about it.
She's my great aunt or whatever. I didn't know her. Leave me the fuck alone, you mentalist. So literally, the mentalists have compounded it by now making well-intentioned people who might want to do something impossible. So basically, it's sort of stuck there, and it's just grim. It's just grim, you know. Anyway, so I thought maybe I could go down to London and just harass people who do tour guides instead. Just go, you're a fucking prick, mate. Making money off of dead people, you prick. But that would also possibly be illegal and antisocial. And I'd have to go to London, so fuck that. London's really expensive. True. Anyway, so that's been my week. It's either that or thinking about hugging bears on the couch. So that's my two modes.
Those are your two modes of the day. Yeah. Like, why can't I hug a bear?
Inside me, there are two wolves, and they're both really mental.
And they're both bears.
They're both bears. Yeah. True. Anyway, Christy, I didn't put a wheel together because literally all I could do today in terms of motivation was take a shower. Like that was enough. Okay. That was all I could manage.
Yeah, that was a win.
Yeah. I think I've got like reverse seasonal depression. The sun annoys me and I become depressed at that, I think.
You're more of those vampires. That's what the word is.
Vampire. Okay, that's not the word. I thought like, oh, Christy's a science bitch. Like she'll know. She'll know some fucking word for it. No, just vampire.
You're a vampire.
You're just a vampire. Okay. Yeah. No, actually, I like the sun. I'm just having a bad week. Although I do now have a car, so I can get out, which is nice.
Hey!
Yeah. So if you want to like help me deal with that financial bombshell, it's not actually that much. But if you wanted to help anyway, you can do in the form of bits and subs and memberships and super chats and all that jazz. Can you tell why I've never taken a sponsorship?
Oh, apparently Raytheon isn't called Raytheon anymore. You have to get the new branding.
Well, look, Christy, just because, like with X, the Everything app, I will never call it that. It's Twitter.
The Everything app.
I am Raytheon. Cut me and I bleed Raytheon, Christy. Okay. So yeah. What kind of car is it? A Cybertruck? No, this car is legal. Is roadworthy in the United Kingdom. No, and also is probably less likely to set on fire, even though it's 20 years old. Anyway, so yeah, I suppose should we do some content? Should we create content, Christo?
Yeah, let's do some content. Let's be content providers, because that is what we do. No one produces art anymore.
Exactly.
Or music or visual arts. It's just content.
True. Milwaukee judge Hannah Dugan is accused of helping a man evade immigration agents and is arrested.
Oh, those DEI white women.
Oh, so it's just more fascism. Cool.
It's more fascism. It's literally just more fascism. It broke a couple hours ago, I think.
Yeah, brilliant. So I mean, America's just don't go to America.
Yeah.
Don't go to America. It is a broken country.
I'm not. No. I'm American and I won't go to America.
Exactly. You're legally allowed to go there. You're not.
Yeah, and if I have a family emergency that requires my presence, I will be taking one of my phones from 2013 and just texting. I won't even use WhatsApp. I'll just use the old-fashioned no, he's a prick, but before he became a complete public prick, Ricky Gervais had that Carl Pilkington Travels the World.
Yes, an idiot abroad.
An idiot abroad, that was it.
Yeah.
And back in the mid 2000s, you used to pay for text messages. Do you remember this?
I do, yeah. It was like 5 pence a text, yeah.
Yep. Well, he was in Egypt.
Yeah.
And Ricky was texting him going, "Hey, how you going?" And Carl's like, "Every time you text me, it's 50 cents, so don't just wait for my call at the end of the day." And so Ricky Gervais just started texting him.
Oh, of course he did. Yeah, of course you would.
50 pence.
Yeah.
50 pence. 50 pence. 50 pence. 50 pence.
Oh, honestly, the best one is him and Warwick Davis travelling around. It's just two of the most unlikely creatures in existence. Yeah. Amazing. Anyway. Anyway. So, what was it? Yeah, let's do content in that. And that.
Yeah.
Right.
In that.
So we've got I'm just going to do the videos you sent me in the chronological order that you sent them to me. Okay?
Okay, sure.
That's there's no great scheme or anything I've got planned for this. It's just play that shit. And then I've got a video about Elon Musk, because obviously the 71% reduction in profits and all the rest of it this week, very funny. Tesla, it's who'd have thought a car company that doesn't sell cars won't be worth much. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, if you don't sell the thing that you make, you're not gonna go. Yeah, and the thing is, the only profitable sector they had was the batteries, and the battery part of it they come from China. So they're not going to be getting so many batteries anymore.
True. So this is a Dutch thing. Oh, we don't have Jizz Watch this week because the Dutch, because it was Easter, didn't play. So there's no Jizz Watch today. I was going to do a joke and do a thing called Jazz Watch where we've just watched some jazz. Hello? You cut out.
Oh.
Christy.
I cut out for a bit.
Yes, but I think you're back now.
All right.
Hello?
All right. Am I back?
You are back.
Am I back?
You are. Christy, that only played once because you just kept clicking it.
Oh, okay.
Didn't play again.
Is that better? When I was on my phone, I could bing 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 bing.
Oh right, that didn't come through.
My system load is heavy. Apparently, my system load is heavy.
Do you want me to?
I'll just close Discord.
Do you want to drop your load on?
I'll just close Discord.
Krista? No?
Yeah, I'll see what I can do. All right, I'll just close Discord, see if that helps. I need a new computer. All right.
Thunderdome is hardcore. We moeten gewoon allemaal hardcore luisteren. Want de mensen die denken dat wij Mongolen zijn zelf een stelletje Mongolen. Hardcore is leven. Wij zijn hardcore. En hardcore will never die!
I hope you zoomed in on that on your screen.
Yeah,
and it's not just far away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hardcore is life. Hardcore will never die.
I love the I don't need to keep it raised. Sorry. I had my hand raised still. What I was going to say was that just them dancing in the street I found hilarious.
Yeah, I was expecting there to be music, and there just wasn't. No, they were just mentalists.
I think there was a kazoo somewhere.
A kazoo! Fuck me, I haven't heard the word kazoo in 20 years. Amazing.
Yeah, you were thinking vuvuzela, but because vuvuzelas are basically like the pimped out.
Yeah, no, vuvuzelas are shit, because vuvuzelas just make one noise, which is... It's not a musical instrument. You can do that with a fucking just a tube of like cardboard or whatever.
Was it the 20? Was it must have been 2010?
2010 World Cup in South Africa.
It did sound like a hornet's nest every single game.
Yeah, my oh my god, you are my dad, and not in like that way, but anyway, he literally said it's like watching it from inside a wasp nest. He used to watch it with the volume down.
Just a droning.
You watched an entire World Cup in silence, which is fair enough.
Yeah.
Thank you, Alex Otter, with £2. Although for some reason it didn't play the scary noise. Oh. Thank you, Mad Cat Scotty Eye, for resubscribing. Thank you, Seamstress Dragon, for resubscribing. There's a poll about bears.
Okay. Oh, cool. Is it a polar bear?
Hey!
Polar bears?
Nicely done. Everyone, round of applause for Christo. She's a rock star.
Kevin likes a good pun. We all know that.
I do indeed. Thank you, Testament, for resubscribing for 3 months. And we're on Hype Train.
Choo choo.
But we can't do the normal thing because we've got polite company.
Yep.
Middle class bastard.
Yeah, no more necrophilia when I'm in the room.
It's not No, it's not necrophilia. There's nothing sexual about this.
You're sticking your finger into various holes of dead people. I think that counts as necrophilia.
If your dick isn't involved, like, it's fair game.
I don't think it doesn't have to be dicks. Dicks don't have to be involved for there to be sexual things.
With living people, yeah, but with dead people, yeah, really, your dick has to get involved. Otherwise, is it really illegal?
I don't know the law. Do you want to look it up? Should we get Marcus on here?
All I'll say is, I do know the law.
What a waste of Marcus's time.
I won't tell you how I know the law. I'll just say...
your defense? Was that your defense? The defense that got you off?
Yeah. You are on form tonight. I appreciate that.
I don't know why I'm so punny.
Bears. What was this? So bear. The poll was bears, right? But not even bears ? Just the word bears. Huh? ? Which got 8%. Not friend shaped 12%. Friend shaped 24%. Spicy friend 59%.
Spicy friend.
They are a spicy friend. There's no doubt about it. Oh yeah, we found out that I look like Saint Kevin as well.
You look like Saint Kevin.
Yeah, there's a Saint Kevin from Ireland, and he looks like me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I say it looks like me. It's a fucking drawing of someone from the 6th century. So like, it's not.
It's red hair. Yeah.
Does
he have like?
He looks like a vaguely homeless person, basically. Although I suppose probably most people did, because you know.
Yeah.
For all intents and purposes, if you live in a hut made out of shit and twigs, you are homeless. Let's be honest.
I guess that was the...
It's little better than a doorway at that point, really.
Yeah. Poor accommodation. Subpar housing.
Yeah.
Of its day.
Like, all that is protecting you from is the wind.
And the rain a little bit.
But
depending on how many holes there are between the sticks. And...
Well, no, Christy, we know how many holes there
are. There are only 2 holes.
There are only 2 holes, correct.
Thank
you, Wayward Historian, for getting us up to move. Much love. And
Content.
Thank you, Tess, for subscribing or becoming a member on the Yam Tubes. Okie doke. So there's something about Dutch or some shit. I don't fucking know. I lost the will to live. Where are we?
There we go. All right. Whew, I thought I lost 13 seconds. Oh.
That is very loud. How do I turn that down? I don't think that needs audio.
No, it doesn't even really need the audio. It's more of a
Katy
visual
Perry
thing.
ad. Our tax avoidance is out of this world. Just ask Katy Perry. Well, look. Just because you go to space does not make you an astronaut. Is all I'll say. Okay, you need to be trained and go there for a purpose, like to do some space stuff.
Like, I love this whole pointing out rich people don't pay their taxes. I wish we had something on par with this in the United States, just because so many working class people think, oh, I want my taxes lowered. So when rich people lower their taxes, they're going to lower my taxes too.
Yeah. Well, it's the old thing about the temporarily embarrassed millionaire. Like, the American dream is a joke. What the fuck? You ain't never going to be fucking... You are way closer to being the homeless guy than you are to being the billionaire. Just shut the fuck up. Thank you, Tassaman, with Bitty Bits. We got to level 2 of the hype train, which means I can't do the thing.
Choo-choo-choo.
Because of Christie, and technically the law. You people make me sick. Hang on a minute, what are we doing? Oh yeah, okay. Next we've got this one is for you and me because of copyright. Okay, we can't do that one. Let them fight. Okay, what we got here? This is Mike Cernovich. There's a name I haven't heard in a little while.
Yeah,
it's a shame he's still alive. Yes, so Mike Cernovich is ranting about Jordan Peterson working for demons. I think they're called conservatives, but okay. Cernovich is a friend of self-confessed sex trafficking child predators, the Tates. He can be seen as a leader in the leaked war room group chat where men are strategizing how to sex traffic women, naturally. Well, by his own admission, Cernovich is a rapist. He posted a blog some years ago giving tutorials how to violently strangle women unconscious, which happens to be a favourite pastime of Andrew Tate. Cerno shouldn't be the one to judge anyone. I mean, they're both awful people.
Oh yeah, exactly. That's why, hence, let them fight.
Yeah. Jordan Peterson is accusing anyone who disagree with him on foreign wars of being mentally ill. This is Stasi levels. Do you know what the Stasi did? Mike, do you have any idea what the Stasi did?
Do you think he reads history or knows history in any meaningful way?
No.
But, so two shitty people, but yeah, continue.
He also wants to tie Christ is King to sociopathy and terrorism. What, the Kanye West album?
Is there a Kanye West album called Sociopathy and Terrorism?
No, Christ is King.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Was it a gospel thing?
I don't know. I don't fucking... Look, anything after 2010, Kanye West is worthless.
Not gonna argue with you.
This man is working for demons that cannot be doubted. Now, I think it can. I think it literally can, and I do. Because that's not a thing that exists.
I love it when shitty people fight.
Yeah, that is good.
One of my favorite things.
Yes. Thank you, Swirly Curly, with Bitty Bits. We're still on a hype train. So if you want to make the hype train go choo-choo for no discernible reason, it still baffles me as to why this is a thing. but you know, you can make the scam train go if you want. That's a pigeon.
No, that's a...
Christy, you did a
hype
pigeon.
Hype train go brrrr.
You did a pigeon.
Okay.
Don't argue with it, Christy. Just accept that you
well, the sooner I accept it, the sooner we move on. So.
Yeah, basically. What is this nonsense?
Barbier oder Bierbar? Barbier, Bierbar.
Well, you know what there is. There's a niche in the market for.
What?
The Barbier Beer Bar.
Oh yes, but isn't it funny that they have those two establishments next to each other? I think that's pretty funny.
Well, I think it's necessary because if you go into the barber and you get a really bad haircut, you're going to need to drink to forget. And also, some people might need some Dutch courage, so they go to the beer bar to then go to the barber.
Right. Yes.
It's actually very, very good piece of joined up, overlapping advertisement from the barber beer bar boys.
Yeah. I bet they have like they have one stamp card that you can use at both places.
Yeah. Well, I would fucking hope so. Everyone likes a bargain at the beer bar barber. What is this?
Of people who think a IUD is a landmine, telling me that the people I live by didn't understand what they were voting for. Who do we think we are? I've heard some of you read out loud. When some of us don't know the difference between a hysterectomy and a mastectomy. And y'all have the nerve to sit here and talk about science and think the world is 2,000 years old. The same people who say, I don't believe in pronouns. I is a pronoun. We use meritocracy so much in here, we think that that's actually how we got here. This is not a meritocracy. This is a popularity contest. True. Meritocracy is how those people who perform abortions got their job. I've heard some of you talk about Jesus on this floor and talk about a woman's hind parts down at the bar. Stop making it seem like a woman's worth is just between our legs. For God's sake, goodness gracious. I don't need you to sympathize with me. I need you to mind your business. I am
fair.
Right? I fell in love a little bit right there.
Yeah, that was hot. Yeah. Is she running for state senator? I have no idea.
Let's hope she just runs for all the offices, because that's the energy we need in Washington right now.
True. What is this? They said God. What? I don't know what the fuck. Christy, you send me so many weird things.
Yeah,
well, and I love it. I love it. It's just, it's a lot, you know?
What's this country? They said that we came to be free. They said that all people were welcome.
Is this Fidel Castro?
Well, just keep going. Keep going.
In this land of democracy. Bullshit. Bullshit. It sounded like bullshit to me. To me. Bullshit. Bullshit. And bullshit it turned out to be. We ought to be able to string at least a dozen verses. They said that.
Oh, bless him.
See? You didn't see that coming, did you?
Bless his little face.
Yeah. A little radical heart.
Indeed. What is this? Too soon?
Oh.
What the
I told you I would start labeling them better. So, yeah, that's the question I posed to you. Okay. This is an Easter diorama. See when you figure it out.
Oh my god.
Those are marshmallow bunnies.
Oh no. Are these peeps?
Yes.
Oh no. Oh, I did not expect a peeps reenactment of the assassination of JFK. Honestly, that Lee Harvey Oswald peep is just, an absolute killer. Look at the zoom.
That's what I tweeted.
Boom. Zoom right in on it. Even gave it the little tufty hair thing. Oh no. Oh, okay. Yeah, too soon. Yeah, Christy, that is too soon.
Okay.
Yeah, you're out of order. No wonder you can't go back to America ever again.
Yeah, naughty me.
You are. I mean, do we know for sure that you didn't do it?
I wasn't born yet, so that does make it more difficult for me.
Well, that's exactly what someone who was born that wanted to pretend not to have been born there would say.
All right, so this song, I came across it now. It's in my head. It has been in my head for about 2 weeks.
Why are you showing it to me then? Because it'll definitely be in my head.
Steve le Steve.
He's a fish.
Il est orange.
He's orange.
Orange.
Il a des bras.
He has arms.
Et des jambes.
And legs.
Le poisson vive.
Well, he's not a fish if he's got arms and legs. That's not how fish work.
Le poisson Steve. Poisson Steve.
Well, this is already too much French. And I already did the French bit from the Beatles earlier.
And you know that now that if you go through Instagram, you're going to get other people who do riffs on this song. Because everyone is like picking up on it and doing their own version. Someone did a graffiti version of Steve. Well, you know, and they put the song on as they were like putting him on a power box on the street somewhere. So you're welcome. Oh, but you know what's more annoying?
You're gonna do the noise.
No.
Oh, okay.
You have to ask what?
What?
Losing the game.
I'm not even gonna respond.
Everyone just lost the game.
Yeah, but you lost the game too.
I don't fucking care. I love losing the game.
Well, no, Krista, you clearly do. You do. You clearly do.
The game to me is getting more people to lose the game, because now more people are playing the game.
Well, everyone's playing the game.
You
don't get to choose to play the game.
No, it's always going on, but more people don't. Some people don't know they're playing the game, and now they just lost it.
So you just told people they're playing the game and that they've already lost the game.
Yeah, and now they know. Now they know that they have to not know and not think about the game.
Okay. Anyway, Christy, shall we laugh at all of the failures of Elon Musk?
Oh, please, 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 please.
Because he is a massive fail.
He is a piece of shit.
He is very much on the fail whale.
A fail whale?
Yeah.
Is he surfing the fail whale?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, over to Storeroom with 667. Neighbour of the beast bit is.
Not number of the beast.
No, I understand the game, Sib Wolf. I'm just annoyed with Christo.
Because now he's lost the game after several weeks.
I just lost the game again.
Yep.
Dickhead.
Yeah. 2 times in one show.
Dickhead. Oh, for fuck's sake. Why is it muted?
Well, it's actually not a bad thing necessarily. But I guess it is.
Well, it is, because this is a funny video.
Oh, okay.
All right, guys, who's ready to legalize comedy? Bring back humor.
Yeah.
Legalize comedy. Elon Musk. Let's get to it. Elon Musk looks like if you took a wax sculpture of beans from Even Stevens and microwaved it. Elon literally is shaped like a Cybertruck. That's right, we are once again talking about Elon Musk, the man who has magically failed upward his entire life. Welcome to Tyler's Kitchen, the show where I talk about feminism, pop culture, history, and random shit I see on the internet with a few more jokes than is necessary and or appropriate. For today's recipe, we're making an American flag pie, because the only thing more patriotic than a South African emerald mine heir is apple pie. So let's get to it. In a small bowl, check, stir sugar and cornstarch together. As much as I hate to say it, Elon Musk is one of the most influential people of the 21st century and also the richest man in the world. In the past on this very channel, we've talked about Elon Musk's failing as a father and partner, being a phony fraud, deadbeat dad with 4 baby mamas and 14 children that we know of. This guy's such a piece of shit, he makes Nick Cannon look emotionally available. His newest headline is MAGA influencer Ashley St. Clair sold her Tesla to get back at him.
I'm selling it because I need to make up for the 60% cut that Elon made to our son's child support.
There was also a tweet.
Yay, MAGA family values.
Yep.
Woo.
I don't see any Christian pastors doing sermons against him.
Yeah. Will we watch the Times interview with the Whistleblower? I don't have that, unless you
if you want to give the link.
Yeah.
Link in chat.
It might have been in the Discord, actually, thinking about it, but I don't know.
Your Discord has got like 50 different subcategories. It is more complicated than a library. It needs a Dewey Decimal System.
Yeah. Well, if you want to fucking do it.
Nope.
Okay.
Dick implant, and I was gonna make a whole video off that, but
he definitely has a botched dick implant. That's just true.
Wait, I did not see that, and I did not know about it, and now I have to laugh about it. What?
There was also a tweet where she confirmed his dick implant, and I was gonna make a whole video off that, but I found out it was fake. That was the best moment of my life. Before we get into Elon's...
No, but I'm a truther. I'm saying he does have a dick. Why does he have... Why is it always IVF? Look, what man doesn't enjoy coming?
Lizard people.
Well, I mean, he is a lizard. Yeah,
he is a lizard person.
Yeah, that's fair enough. But he's a lizard person with a broken dick implant.
Yes. That's right.
Fact.
Many business failings. I do want to touch on his family life real quick. But if you want a more detailed debrief, go check out this video. Recently, his own daughter said, "I'll see things about him in the news and think, that's f***ing cringe. I should probably post about this and denounce it," which I have done a few times. His daughter goes on to say he was cold, he's very quick to anger, he is uncaring and narcissistic. Then his first ex-wife went on to add, "Elon's judgment overruled mine, and he was constantly remarking on the ways he found me lacking. I am your wife," I told him repeatedly, "not your employee. If you were my employee," he said just as often, "I would fire you." So in his personal...
What a loving, awesome person he is. No wonder no one likes him.
How is he single? It is a mystery.
He is a catch, isn't he? By which I mean you will catch things from him.
Life, this guy's doing a real bang-up job. But today we're talking about his many other failures, the way that this man has magically failed his way right up to the very top. Elon Musk was born in South Africa in 1971 to a family so wealthy that he wasn't just born with a silver spoon, he was born with the blood diamond spoon. Actually though, his dad Elon Musk was a property developer, engineer, and casually just
and of course impregnated his stepdaughter, who he'd raised since the age of 4.
Yeah.
Not at all creepy and weird and disgusting.
Yeah. When they talk about like that, you know, like stepbrother, stepsister, I fucked my stepmom or my stepdad, that's not real. Like, that's not something you should be doing.
Yeah.
Emerald mines. Elon Musk had access to private schools, early computers, and the kind of financial stability that makes you go, maybe I want to make a rocket one day. He has tirelessly tried over the years to distance himself from this fact because it's not very good PR to be known as the kid who got the Dow Jones report as their bedtime story. But make no mistake, Elon didn't just have a head start. He started the race in a Tesla on autopilot mode. Okay, so I've done the cornstarch.
To be fair, you wouldn't win that though, because it would just explode.
Start on fire and never stop.
Like, it wouldn't make it round the bend. The wheels would fall off, or it would plough into the crowd because it thought it was an open road or something, you know.
Starch and the sugar in a medium bowl, combine blueberries and blackberries together. Okay, well, I only brought blueberries, so I guess I'll just like put this to the side now. Get out a larger bowl, and now I need to put in fruit. Am I not even supposed to like...
I kind of wish you would just do a comedy bit and not do the recipe, because I don't really care about that, but that's just me.
What, you don't like eating, Krista?
Well, no, I just I'm not interested in baking, and so this part of it I just sort of fade out, you know?
Okay, I can do that. So
But
let's get into failure number 1. PayPal. In 1999, Elon Musk created a payments platform called X.com. A year later, it merged with a company called Confinity. And make no mistake, like all the interesting technology happening at PayPal, almost all Confinity. I don't even know what X brought to the table to be worth it to merge. But they create PayPal. Musk assumed the role of CEO for less than a year before eventually getting ousted by the board. In September 2000, Musk is on a honeymoon with his wife. Yes, his first wife, hostage wife. The board of directors decide to just kick him off the board as CEO. And Peter Thiel steps in to take that role. You know, some people leave their honeymoons ready to start a new life. Elon Musk left his ready to start a new job. Then in 2000...
Honestly, PayPal may be the genesis of the downfall of the world. Between Elon Musk and Peter Thiel, it's just an organization of pure evil.
Yeah.
2002, eBay purchases PayPal for $1.5 billion. So Musk walks away with an easy $250 million that he basically made from them being like, oh, just get the fuck out of here. So PayPal succeeded in spite of Elon, not because of Elon. The way that he got kicked out is just chef's kiss. Beautiful, beautiful lore. So we've got our blueberries. Now I need to do 4 cups of strawberries in a different bowl. I feel like you guys are gonna be mad at me about this, but I bought pre-cut strawberry soupiness. I gotta put it in the microwave though. I bet it's gonna taste so good. He then takes his PayPal money and he puts it into his next venture, SpaceX. In its early days, SpaceX faced failure after failure, with its Falcon 1 rocket suffering 3 consecutive launch failures between 2006 and 2008. In 2008, SpaceX finally succeeded with the 4th...
You what, sorry?
Why do people pay for that shit? Oh, because we all need low-orbit satellites, apparently.
Yeah. And for some reason, they didn't want to fund NASA anymore, even though it had been probably the most successful government program of all time.
Yeah. Why not just give it to a billionaire who will take 30% or 40% and put it in his pocket?
Yeah.
Because that's efficiency. That's market. That's market efficiency at work, Kevin.
And now if you want to launch it, you have to go to the Russians and say, can you take me to Kazakhstan and blast me into space, please?
Stop it.
Very, very sensible thing to do. Thank you, As Friends Rust, for 49 months, you mental case. Love it!
Falcon 1 launch just as the company was running out of funds. Okay, so I've got to do 4 cups of this. Now, I'm thinking this is juicier than the recipe wants it to be. I'm just dumping this whole thing in here. Yeah, because it's kind of too soupy. Why is it frozen but also soup? I thought I was going to be saving so much time because I didn't want to sit here and be chopping up
American
strawberries
food
for
is
40
so
minutes while I talk to y'all.
Yeah.
Damn it, did I screw myself over? I don't know. I'm just going to like
drain
hack
out
at it with a fork and see what happens. Really solid blueberries and really wet strawberries.
First?
I don't know what I'm stirring it into. It's just like there. Like there were no instructions on like mashing the blueberries or anything. Luckily, SpaceX secures a NASA contract. The government basically handed Elon Musk's failed space vanity billionaire project $15 billion. This is the motherfucker who's complaining about Americans being frivolous with their spending. Americans just want handout checks. We need to get more tough. You know what we could have done with $15 billion?
Yeah, Elon Musk, biggest welfare queen in human history.
Yeah.
Fact.
Oh, yeah, but now welfare queens, but now they want to, you know, I said to my colleague, you know, Trump wants to give women medals for having babies, and his eyes just got big. And he said, does he know that Hitler did that? I'm like, I'm sure he does.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure that's where he got the idea from.
Almost certainly.
What is it? Is it like after you make $1 billion, you just get obsessed with space? Why don't you make your space a better place? Okay, so this just basically made like soup. It's a little unnerving, and like I don't know how I'm supposed to be mixing
Take the goddamn liquid out, drain it.
In with these blueberries. Like this seems like, what is it supposed to do? You know? Okay.
Why don't you look it up on the internet?
Blueberries
in right there.
Cornstarch, I guess. A teaspoon of lemon juice and a 1/4 teaspoon of almond extract to each fruit mixture.
I am not optimistic about this recipe, I have to tell you.
Okay.
So you're getting into it now.
Almond extract.
It's like watching a train crash.
1/4 teaspoon?
I think that's the point, isn't it? Like, it'd be really boring if she was just really good at it and like just cooked a nice pie. No, you want a bit of drama. Because in the year of our Lord 20 and 25, you can't just do a video. You have to do something else to distract people. So like, have you seen those fucking annoying as fuck TikTok videos where it's like someone explaining a thing about like science or history or politics, and then the bottom half of it is like footage from a video game?
No, I thought you were gonna say like someone just sit in the corner, like Kilroy was here, like looking over the edge of it, just like reacting.
No. It's literally just a thing to distract you because you can't focus on one thing anymore. It's honest to God, it's ADD paradise.
Oh, I was sorry, I got yelled at. That is an outdated term. It's ADHD, and it's a disability, and Kieran is not happy about it, so we should not use it anymore.
Who is not happy about it?
Kieran Saunders.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't fucking know.
And I had to, yeah, so I apologized.
I unapologise.
No, he's gonna lose a subscriber.
I just want to cause havoc.
Yeah, that's true. You do want to do
havoc in the household.
1/4 teaspoon. Oh, but by the way, this isn't the end of SpaceX explosions. Another one occurred in 2016 when the company tried to launch a rocket out of Florida. I just don't know how you're gonna promise Mars when you can't even make it out of Florida. On January 17th...
Like, literally, he wants to go to Mars next year. Shut the fuck up, man.
Look, he can't even, like, get a self-driving car done. And a Waymo is already expanding internationally.
It's ridiculous. Yeah.
He's riding on the talent of the people who at Tesla who came before him, and it's taken like a decade because cars last for a pretty long time. but there's nothing innovative. Tesla is not leading in anything anymore, not in sales, not in technology, not in new car design. The Cybertruck was a flop.
Yeah.
And so that's why he doesn't want to do a car company. He wants to turn his car company into a robotics company.
2025, during a space exploration contest between Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, SpaceX suffered another setback. While the booster made a successful return, the
Oh, Bezos cock rocket flexed on him. Oh.
Can I just like, I don't understand people who are like, hey, I'm going to go work at for Elon Musk, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to help build the robots that's going to replace me in 3 years.
True. Or he's going to force
what the
me.
Fuck are you doing?
There's the small print in the contract that you sign where you have to take a fucking chip to the brain.
Yeah, you think that as soon as Elon has robots that will work without collective bargaining, pee breaks, or sleep, this is it. Like, Trump wants to bring manufacturing back to the United States, and Elon Musk wants to make it entirely robotic.
True.
It's like, what the fuck? Do these guys talk about the implications of their long-term policies?
No, they're both just fucking the weird little pigeon creatures who just go, oh, new thing, oh, this is a different thing. Yeah, there's no, like, plan to any of this. It's just racist psychobabble. That's all it is.
Ship rocket exploded, forcing flights near the Gulf of America, so sorry, to divert course to avoid debris. I hate Elon Musk that somehow I'm here rooting for Jeff Bezos. Save me. Wait,
True, like, I wanted them to fight at the Coliseum, just so I could see Zuckerberg fucking kill him.
I was a little bit confused, because I'm like, I don't think Bezos offered to fight him.
No, Zuckerberg did. Okay. And then Elon Musk's mom had to get involved, because that shows you're such a badass.
Yeah, because when you need your mom to come and defend you, it shows how tough you are.
Literally.
And he was pretending to lift weights in his office. You remember that bullshit?
Yeah. He's the fakest bitch ever.
Yes.
Ever.
Yeah.
It smells so good. Okay, maybe I'm getting the vision now. If you cover fruit in sugar and things that are bad for you, it makes the fruit way better. Am I a monster? That's like the best thing I've made on the show, low-key. So now I need to put these in the refrigerator. This is going to be a problem for later me. Then again, on March 6, 2025, SpaceX has recently suffered yet another casualty when the company's Starship exploded in space. The incident occurred minutes after a successful launch.
The fact that he even called it a Starship. Fucking hell. Like, he really is just the cyber ninjas.
It's not even a planet ship. Or a spaceship. It's a starship.
It's a starship.
Texas, users captured the raining debris on video over Florida and the Bahamas. I don't know why he's trying so hard to colonize Mars, like his family didn't already colonize South Africa.
Because he wants slavery again. He wants slavery again.
Oh, Christy, you talked over a belting line.
All right, go back.
Trying so hard to colonize Mars, like his family didn't already colonize South Africa. Now we can't talk about.
There you go.
The Dutch.
Well, yes.
About Elon Musk without talking.
That's why the Dutch are so cool, by the way, because all of your right-wing cunts went and set up apartheid South Africa.
That makes them cool?
No, I'm saying that's why why the people left in the Netherlands.
Oh, cool. It's kind of like all the religious fanatics left.
Yeah, you dumped all your wankers in Africa, which like didn't work out well for the people who were already there, but.
Oh, terribly, actually.
But means you've now got like fucking weed shops and canals and shit.
That's another one.
About Tesla, his primary claim to fame. Yeah. So Tesla was founded by 2 engineers in 2003. And in 2004, Elon was one of the primary shareholders in the company. But by 2008, following internal conflicts and leadership changes, Musk assumed the role of CEO.
Technically, it is like a starship because it burned really bright and exploded.
Nice.
Yeah, that is true.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
CEO and product architect, positions he holds to this day. While I will admit I think there was a period of time where Teslas were a little cool, it's also been flop after flop after.
That was 1999. Like, my ex's, like, when I lived in Wisconsin, his mom got a Tesla, one of the first Teslas. That was like 2000 and I
bet those cars are better. Those cars still run better than the fucking Cybertruck.
Oh, absolutely. Well, they don't have anything glued on, so that's the first win.
Yeah, true.
Well, that was like 20 years ago now. That was a long fucking time ago that those cars were cool. And he's been riding that for the last 3 decades. And, you know, it worked out for him until recently. But eventually age caught up with him.
True, you know what also made me feel old this week? You know the awful song, Chocolate Rain?
Yes.
That turned 18. That song is now an adult.
Wow.
And,
yep.
I feel very old. Very old.
Yep.
Flop. Musk famously declared that the company was going through production hell as it attempted to scale production of its more affordable Model 3. This came a year after the company failed to meet demand for the Model X, causing some customers to wait for 18 months. December 2023 investigation revealed that Tesla was aware of defective...
And it's so annoying that when you type in Tesla now, it's not Nikola Tesla, the actual fucking genius. No. It's this wanker and his shit cars.
Yep.
It's really so annoying.
Suspension and steering parts, but attributed failures to driver abuse. Internal documents found that the company had tracked these issues for years, leading to criticisms over its handling of the defects and customer relations. And if you thought we were making pie crust from scratch, welcome. You must be new here. Just kidding. This is something that in the past I would have done, but I feel like my failures have taught me to know my limits, and I think I would get too angry. It just wouldn't be a good video if I tried to make these from scratch, because I know I'd get burnt out. Like, literally all I've done is mix berries with cornstarch, and I'm already feeling tired. Let's see. Now I'm just gonna put this in the pan. I think I can do some like cute pinchy rolly stuff to it though. What does this taste like? Let me do a taste test. Ew. In September 2022, a class action lawsuit was filed against Tesla, alleging that the company misled customers regarding the capabilities of its autopilot and full self-driving features. Now, if you've ever been in a Tesla while somebody has it on autopilot, you can see this checks out because like literally every few seconds they have to turn the wheel and readjust where it's going.
That's not self-driving. That isn't self-driving.
That's just driving with more steps.
Yeah, like you can already do that in a normal car. It will sort of just drive straight, and you just have to readjust it every few seconds. Like,
yeah, unless you got your alignment of your wheels is really fucked up.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's like that's not self-driving.
I saw that there's a guy. The Independent had an article today about some guy who is now selling Tesla for false advertising on full self-driving because he was his car was being driven by somebody and he had so-called FSD on, and if missed a fork in the road and it ran into a tree, and he's fine. But he had like some, long-term pain and suffering, and so he's trying to sue Musk.
That's fair.
And there's a couple of class action suits, and his lawyer was saying Elon Musk is using us as his like experimental booth to collect data.
Yeah.
And people are dying because he can't be bothered to perfect his technology before it hits the road, which is all true.
Yeah, absolutely. Like they shouldn't be on the road. They're fucking dangerous.
Yep.
Because think about how many cameras and how crazy Waymos look. That I trust to drive itself. Tesla.
Pause it. There's an Insta reel of 2 people getting in their Tesla, and they're American, so they were a little bit on the plumper side, shall we say? And the guy is behind the wheel. He goes, "Tesla, take me somewhere I've never been before," and the car just starts moving. And they drive across town, and they get on the highway, and then it starts pulling in, and it pulls into a Planet Fitness.
Oh, no. Oh.
So they must have found it funny because they were the ones who uploaded it. So
okay, fair enough. What is this? New York man took Elon Musk at his word that Teslas could drive themselves. Then he hit a tree.
Yep, that's the one.
Is one hell of a headline. Compliance executive Ashutosh Shankar was promised full self-driving capability, but Tesla didn't deliver.
Nope.
Yeah, that
never does.
No, it never fucking does. It's all computers at Tesla.
Tesla
are not as equipped as Waymos are. And you're telling me it just randomly will blow up at some point? I think I'm out. Over the years, tens of thousands of Teslas have been recalled. Tesla has faced lawsuits, including racial discrimination, SA, and nearly 6,000 black employees granted permission to proceed with a class action lawsuit. There have been countless quality control.
Wow, the white South African was a racist.
Imagine that.
I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, I mean, he does feel very comfortable in America for a reason.
Yes.
3 in the Model S, reports of inconsistent build, problems with battery life, and unexpected software malfunctions. While Tesla has overcome these issues, the production delays have strained Tesla's financial health and nearly halted its...
What?
Because America is still implicitly segregated. There are like it's still basically school segregation. It's just not legal. It's just economically determined now because of white flight and the defunding of public school, inner city public schools.
Okay, that's fine, but you were just sort of like whispering in a slightly in a slightly menacing way, actually. Honestly,
get you.
Yeah, it was a bit weird.
Its growth. I think there's a good majority of the population that genuinely believes Elon was able to invent PayPal and that he invented Tesla. He is getting way too much credit. He just happened to have the most stock in Tesla 5 years after it was founded. And now that Elon's crashed out into American politics, Tesla stock has plummeted. So I'm just spooning these strawberries.
Oh, and it profits too.
Because we're trying to make
down 71%.
the shape of the American flag. So basically, I just need to leave a quarter section open for blueberries. And this turned out way soupier and wetter than it's supposed to be. So I'm just trying to
Because you didn't listen to Krista.
No, just drain it.
That's why I'm using a fork to place it. Now let's talk about Elon's infamous Twitter acquisition. Another Hall of Fame moment. In 2022, Musk bought Twitter for $44 billion. And now it's worth about $10 in a Subway gift card. I think every celebrity used to have a Twitter account, and now it feels like it's just a playground for Nick Fuentes and the other weirdo freaks. Since Elon's acquisition, Twitter's revenue has struggled. Twitter users have on purpose deleted their X accounts, people have gone to Blue Sky, and advertisers have also pulled away. Anytime that I've logged onto Twitter,
Not true, the jack-off joggers. Hello.
Oh, true. Quality advertising.
Yep. Sure, they definitely play as much as Intel and Microsoft and McDonald's did. Yeah.
Yeah, we need to play Party Animals with Sibwolf. That ass-eating game we watched last time. That clip. Remember?
Well, I don't think it's an ass-eating game.
Well, that was the clip. That was Party Animals.
Yeah, okay.
It was a bunny eating the ass of another bunny, I think.
Okay, I mean, you're making it sound a lot more furry than it is. I think technically it is. But I'll have to like.
I think you're underestimating the furry.
Yeah. Is there a story behind your Boston Bruins t-shirt? Yeah, I support the Boston Bruins. They are my local ice hockey team.
You love Boston for some random reason. You're a Sox fan?
Yep.
You're a Bruins fan?
Yep. Celtics.
Okay, yep.
Patriots.
They don't have a football team. Oh, Patriots. Well, New England, yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple, really. Yeah.
Although, are we gonna watch the Times? Did you guys give Kevin the Times interview link in the chat? Because otherwise he won't know.
Yeah, no, I've got that as well. But yeah, I like to say that they're my local team, but I didn't know that at the time. I didn't know who the fuck Boston was.
Just started liking it. Just kept going.
Well, oh god, I mean, the actual thing is a guy called Paul Pierce, who played for the Celtics, who was the only good player on a very shit team, and I just sort of felt sorry for him. So I went, I'll support them then.
Oh, that's how it started.
And that's how it started. And, like, it's probably the most successful period in Boston sports history, in all honesty. So I got lucky. Like, I got to see the end of the fucking 84-year fucking, World Series drought and stuff. Like, people lived their entire ass lives without seeing the Red Sox win. And I turned up. But, like,
I'm sure it was you.
Yeah.
It wasn't the players at all or their talent. It was
No. It was just me. Read the full transcript of Donald Trump's 100 Days interview with Time. I think I'd rather cut off my own pee-pee. Do you support the Boston team of LFC? Oh, Liverpool? No. Just no. Is the answer. The Birmingham Bulls. Oh yeah, but that's not real ice hockey. That's just some fucking amateurs, man. Like the NHL team. Leave me alone. Fuck's sake.
I swear, the only advertisers you see are the advertisers who can't advertise anywhere else. Okay, so this is kind of what we're working with. It's really soupy. Can I just straight... That's a really
Well done.
Wet ass.
You decided to drain it after you put
Yes.
it in the pastry.
Yes.
Genius.
It's literally been floating. It's
Yeah.
been there the entire time in the soup. And only now is she's like, maybe I should take some of the liquid out.
Maybe.
That's a really wet ass pie. Wet ass P word. This is what we're working
True.
with. This is gonna have to work. And this is where I have to get artistic about it. Let's hop back to 2016. This is an honorable mention failure. Solar City, which was originally a residential and commercial solar provider. This company happened to be drowning in debt with over $3 billion owed and burning through cash faster than Elon's drug dealer. It wasn't profitable,
True.
just desperate for new financing to stay afloat. And instead of letting Solar City fail naturally, Elon stepped in, buying it for $2.6 billion in stock. He was the largest shareholder of Solar City, and his cousins ran it. After the acquisition, solar installations plummeted. Tesla Energy, which was supposed to boom with the merger, lost market share, and the company dealt with more production issues than a season of White Lotus. Who's following the drama? I loved this season of White Lotus. I don't know why people were hating on it. I'm obsessed with Parker Posey, and I think every season of White Lotus is so well done, and it's such a good story. I love the community of watching it with other people, but let me know if you want me to cover that. This was such a bad blunder that Tesla shareholders sued Elon, saying the deal was a bailout in disguise. They accused him of forcing the board's hand, misleading investors, and overhyping Solar City's value. Now, does this sound like
To pay for his cousin's fuck up.
Yep.
See,
Yeah,
capitalism
because
really does reward
meritocracy.
the best. Yeah.
Yeah. Merit and opportunity.
a genius businessman who deserves to be the #1 richest guy in the world to you? Because
and
it
be
doesn't...
paid a $90 billion financial package by the company that doesn't sell anything.
Yep.
Yeah.
To me. Years later, he ended up winning in court, not because it was a great deal, but just that he technically didn't break the law. Just like he technically didn't sleep with his employee. It was IVF. Next honorable mention,
True.
the Boring Company.
Well, because he can't sleep with it because he's got a broken dick. It's fact.
Boring Company was another passion project of Elon's where he wanted to make transportation tunnels. Elon Musk launched the Boring Company in 2016, promising underground tunnels to solve traffic forever. High-speed Hyperloop pods, fully...
Okay, no spoilers here, but that didn't happen. He didn't.
No,
he didn't
never.
solve traffic forever. In
No,
fact,
but
it's
he did.
never been worse.
Yeah.
It's almost like he was literally just doing it to try and stop investment in public transportation.
Yes, almost as if.
Yeah.
You know. Or what did he say? He didn't create mass transit. He created public transport. He created mass. It was basically supposed to be a tunnel for Tesla drivers.
Yeah, yeah. Which, I mean, there aren't many of those.
Not anymore. No.
No.
Tesla zooming people from point A to point B in minutes. This sounds cool.
And it's not even quick.
But here's what actually happened. 1, the projects got canceled. You want to talk about cancel culture so much, why don't we talk about the Boring Company? Okay, so now I want to make stars. I'm not much of an artist, but a star, 5 sides. We'll just see what we can do. Gonna make little cuts to make little stars.
Oh, that pie is a
no,
disaster.
these stars are gonna look like that one scary movie pie where it's like a face. Okay, so you're gonna take your patriotic star. Can you see that? Not great. And I'm just gonna layer it on top of these delicious blueberries. I do like baking, and I do better when I'm not on camera, just so you know. Look at that. That one's kind of good. And I won't forget the man who died, who gave that pie to me. Oh, this one's not going too well. The only operational project from this era is in Las Vegas, and it's literally just Tesla cars with drivers going slow in tiny little tunnels. No Hyperloop, no autonomy, no speed. It's literally just an underground Uber. But listen, if I can throw up in one without being upcharged, then I might be interested. This company faced multiple...
Well, you know what's also like an underground Uber? The subway train.
Yes, but with more people.
But with lots of people in it.
And
it goes
a
much
regular
quicker.
schedule.
Yeah.
And it's integrated with other forms of public transportation.
Yeah.
You know, speaking of the, cyber cabs that are not going to come out in Austin in June.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be terrible if someone was on a farm and went and walked around in a big pig, like the pig sty area, and then put plastic bags on their boots and then drove into town and ordered a cyber cab and then took the plastic bags off and got inside and just stomped those boots all over the floor and then left. Wouldn't that be terrible?
That would be terrible. I don't know what you. I mean, I wouldn't advise people to do that.
No, I'm just saying, like, that would be a horrible thing if that happened.
Yeah, that would be
terrible.
People
just, dragged in manure inside the cybercabs.
But the problem is, of course, if someone were to do that, is that that poo would get everywhere because the car would set on fire, and then
would it be an accelerant?
Well, I'm just thinking the fecal matter will be spreading the smog, won't it?
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, think about it, people. Think about it.
And environmental violations, multiple OSHA violations for unsafe working conditions. Texas fined the company for illegal dumping and poor stormwater controls. Overall, the company has not revolutionized anything like they promised they would. The clear answer is more public transportation. We've been saying this for years and years and years. Elon has gone on record multiple times trashing public transportation. It's so clear that more public transit would make the world a better place, but he wants to focus on his stupid Tesla pipe dream project. All I'm saying is that the next time you almost die because somebody's riding a Lime scooter on the sidewalk, you can thank Elon Musk and the Boring Project, because otherwise we would have had public transportation. And if you thought we were done on the Elon Musk Hall of Failures, you'd be wrong. Next is Neuralink. Neuralink aims to integrate technology with the human brain. Elon Musk thought Black Mirror was a tutorial. I mean, first Twitter and now...
Like, literally, the right wing are such fucking shitbags. He's literally the George Soros they claimed existed.
Yep. Yeah,
he's like, handing out novelty-sized $1 million checks to try and steal elections. He's not even doing it behind the scenes. Sheldon Adelson at least stepped back in the background and did his sort of sculpt about. Yeah. Whereas Elon Musk is wearing a cheese hat in Wisconsin with comedy-sized checks.
And losing.
And still losing by 10 points, which is hilarious. And literally wants to put chips inside people's brains. Why not just come out and say, actually, I do own a pizzeria in DC with a basement in it, and
but
also...
That's his next step.
Oh, go on?
That's his next step.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And he's like, oh, and I also put cancer in the vaccines. Why not? For the lols. Yeah. I made comedy legal again. Free speech. Living the memes.
Now this, it's like Elon's dying to give us brain rot. This looks really serial killery, and I know for a fact it's not going to get better in the oven. Initially, the company faced regulatory issues in the United States after killing 1,500 animals in testing. Not only is this a bad look for the company, it also delayed their ability to start moving on projects. Musk initially projected that Neuralink would begin human testing by 2020. As is typically the way, this did not work out as planned. Authorities were very cautious about the risks of this weird-ass project, and in early 2024, Neuralink made the first human trial on Nolan Arbaugh. The initial results of the implant allowed him to move a mouse with his thoughts and play video games with his friends. However, the effects slowly wore off the next month due to issues with the implant. All this 1,500 animals so that some schmuck could sit there and move a mouse with his mind for 2 weeks. Worry less about the woke mind virus and more about the one that you're putting inside of people. I mean, between the technical malfunctions, the ethical issues, and the way that it's just been like a money pit for this guy, how are we taking everything he does so seriously? I actually didn't know this, but apparently Elon Musk was one of the first people to touch OpenAI. In 2015, Elon Musk...
Which is more than enough for me to say I'm out. I don't have any interest in AI. I think it's evil and needs to be killed. Simple.
Founded OpenAI to create artificial intelligence that benefits humanity. However, he left the board in 2018. Musk actually advocated for transparency and a cautious approach to using AI. That's kind of terrifying. You know shit is bad if Elon Musk is willing to leave a board because he's so worried about the ethical implications. However, post-Musk, OpenAI transitions to a capped profit model, which clashed with Musk's vision, prompting him to step away from an organization he helped build. In 2022, they launched ChatGPT, and it is now valued at $157 billion. However, Musk responds to this by creating Grok, which is basically the same thing. Also, Grok, ew, that doesn't even sound like AI. That sounds like a frat bro who's famous for downing Everclear out of a traffic cone. And 30 minutes later, look what we have! Look at that!
That is an abomination. That is an insult to America.
Wow.
Yeah.
Would I bring this to the cookout? No. Aesthetically, it's not quite where it needs to be, but it's a formed product. So yeah, we did what we needed to do.
Hold on, my battery is
Elon
running low and I
Musk's
can't figure
greatest,
out it.
most public.
What?
Okay, sorry, I thought I plugged my laptop in, but apparently I hadn't, and I got a notice that my battery was running low. But I fixed it now, so I won't get cut off. We are all good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And most recent failure is obviously his oligarch arc. People already hated him because day one, mingling in American politics, he drops a...
My
Then
heart
he
goes out
becomes
to you.
The head of the Department of Government Efficiency, which is like a made-up role that they gave to him and Vivek Ramaswamy to like massage their egos. And as soon as he was given this role, it was a weekend, he sends out a mass email to thousands of federal employees being like, just so you know, you have 48 hours to send back an email of 5 things you did this week. And if you don't, you're fired. Okay, first off, weekend email, random, threatening people. All of it was weird. Some department heads were like, yeah, fuck you, I'm not doing that, that's weird. Many people complied, many people lost their jobs. Musk said, the reason this matters is that a significant number of people who are supposed to be working for the government are doing so little work that they are not checking their email at all. Well, they're probably not checking their...
Yeah, what happened to Vivek? It rhymes with K. Ramaswamy.
He's running for governor of Iowa.
Is he?
Yep.
Oh, and he'll probably win because Iowa's shit.
They kicked him out of D.C. Yeah, he's kind of a little too, I think, non-white for...
He
yeah.
is quite brain.
He's one more of the, yeah, we're going to give you some power, but not all the power. You know, you can, like, serve the white man, but you can't be the one white men are serving. That's that kind of mega energy.
I can understand. I want my senators working overtime. If you're going to be a senator that's a public servant, I think you should be running yourself ragged. I think if you're the president of the United States, like that's a shitty job. It should be the shittiest job that nobody wants to have. You work in sanitation at a park? No. If you're an accountant over like parks and recreation, I don't think you need to be checking your email on a Sunday to send Elon Musk 5 things you did this week. Let's get in on this. I don't even know how to break it apart because it's so goopy. Okay, I'm just gonna dump that here.
What?
Easy as pie. Whoever said, is that supposed to be ironic? Because pie's not that easy, especially when you make your own crust. It's very temperamental. All right, let's try this bad boy. I mean, it's 3 ingredients. How could it really go wrong? Besides burning and looking ugly. He also went on to write, in some cases, we believe non-existent people or the identities of dead people are being used to collect paychecks.
He's an idiot.
Okay, give me one example of that ever happening.
Yeah, he can't.
There isn't one. He's found no fraud, apparently, and has cut the 2 trillion he wanted to save down to 250 billion. Already
150 billion.
Oh, 150 billion. Okay, there you go.
Yes, his entire career is built on lies.
Yeah, everything. Yeah, literally everything.
In other words, there is outright fraud. Musk and Trump have falsely claimed in recent days that tens of millions of dead people over 100 years old are receiving Social Security payments, and every article I found reports that there is literally no evidence to back this up right now. I think the only dead people in the office are the ghosts of Christmas past haunting Elon and Trump to do better.
True.
He's unpopular for randomly restructuring agencies like USAID. He's fired government employees with no notice, especially things like the CDC, the one that helped us manage the pandemic that took 4 years from our lives. Guys, bird flu is in, public health is out. Raw milk. Also, forced government employees to use his own app. He's using AI to surveillance employees for anti-Trump sentiment.
They literally made fucking Carter give up his peanut farm.
Yes.
Peanut farm.
Yes.
And this motherfucker's like, no, actually, you have to use my app. And Trump is now advertising on the wall of the White House his Trump 2028 hat.
He's not going to live that long.
No, but just the fact, I mean, just the fact that he's doing the whole Trump 2028 thing he should be removed from office.
They're arresting judges, so I mean.
Yeah. But the fact that he's advertising a product you can buy on his website on the walls of the fucking White House.
Yeah. And who's going to stop him?
Luigi Mangione. He should be the next pope. If the Vatican have got any fucking balls, you make Luigi Mangione pope. He then has diplomatic immunity, and you can get him released.
There you go.
Just saying.
Nothing says free speech like training your robot army to be a tattletale. He also called Trump's trade advisor, Peter Navarro, a moron. Honestly, this might be Elon's most fact-checked statement to date.
Yeah, rare Elon dub.
This is definitely not like a juicy pie, you know, like it's pretty bare bones. It's kind of sad, actually. There's clearly not enough filling, and the crust is kind of sad. It's giving like the worst a pie could be. Like if you brought this, people would be like, wow, you should have just brought something from the grocery store. The White House press secretary said on this feud, boys will be boys. Why are we saying that in the White House? The White House press secretary is really so annoying. Every time I see this woman pop up on my For You page, I'm like, oh, brother. Now,
I didn't think they could get worse than fucking Huckabee Sanders and Spicy Spicer. I didn't think they could do worse.
But they did.
Fuck me, if they brought back Scaramucci, it would be better. The mooch would be better than this bitch. Honest to God.
What am I gonna learn about?
Do you see fucking Beanie Boy asking a question?
Oh yeah, Tim Pool. Yeah, I mean the press pool is now the press corps is a joke.
It's a joke.
It's just gonna be a bunch of softball people. They're gonna one by one. They're gonna like try to cut out all the actual media people who have training. And did Tim Pool even graduate from high school?
I'm not sure he can read.
Yeah, and so this is not his whiteness and maleness getting him privilege. No. That's merit and opportunity, because a lot of people who basically are known for having a skate park in their backyard, wearing a beanie, and inviting white supremacists on their show. That's
Don't
that's
talk
a
about
qualification.
Chen Kuba like that, please.
That's a qualification apparently to this White House.
Yeah, and he wore a beanie as well, and looked like a little skater dude. I'm like, motherfucker, didn't you all you cunts just get finished going, why didn't he wear a suit? Why didn't Zelensky wear a suit?
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Our dystopian hellscape. And this week, Musk's most embarrassing political blunder has occurred. The Republican Party kind of pushed him out on the edge to go do this project to see if he was any use to them anymore. Elon funnels $21 million into the race to put Brad Schimmel into the Supreme Court seat. This man is literally sending out $1 million checks like he's evil Oprah. Like, you get $1 million, you get $1 million. After all of this, liberal candidate Susan Crawford wins by 10 points. USA!
Wisconsin! Wisconsin!
Wisconsin! Yes. Putting the W-I-N-N into Wisconsin.
USA! USA! All of a sudden this pie tastes even better. The taste of democracy. This is probably what it tastes like to eat the rich.
Sushi
and this is a double treat because Wisconsin voted for Trump. So it's so clear how unpopular this group has become. I am obsessed with Elon putting $21 million into this and still losing. This is like guys who come online and are like, all women are gold digging bitches. I took this girl to dinner. I bought her gifts. I gave her the world and she still didn't like me. Money can buy hair plugs and steak dinners, but it cannot buy Riz. But the rumors going about now are that Republicans are like
Elon Musk will die alone. Elon Musk will die alone. He'll still have yes men, but his Smithers, whoever that is, at the end of his life, will just stand there and watch the life drain away from him, and he will be thrown in the ground. And then his children, his awful, awful abandoned children, will scrabble around for his whatever's left. I don't know.
I don't even think he's going to leave it to his kids. I would be not at all surprised if he disinherited all of his kids.
Yeah, he's going to leave it to the robot mecha Hitler army that's going to rise in 2036. That's my
theory.
Yeah. Thank you, Kieran, with the bits. She was offered tour, sushi, and poker with the boys. Oh, that's Emma Vigeland. Yes, sushi and poker with the boys. Honestly, if you ever see me playing poker and eating sushi with Tim Pool, you have the license to kill me. I give you permission to actually end me at that point. Okay? You would be doing me a service.
Like, okay, so Elon is worthless to us. The public hates him so much. We hate working with him. That was the last straw. He's got to be on the out now. Trump said publicly, at some point, Elon's going to want to go back to his company. Since Elon is playing like a special government role, he only has, I think it's like 130 days to work in the government before he's out. And so that date is coming up in May. So I'm excited to see where this goes. Maybe by the time this video comes out, things will be different. I'm holding on. 58% 58% of respondents disapprove of the work that Elon has done with Doge.
Lol.
According to a survey from Marquette Law School, Musk's personal favorability was even lower, with just 38% approving of his general behavior. The only thing lower is his approval rating within his baby mamas at 25%. Now that we've talked about Elon's personal failings as a deadbeat dad, a horrible entrepreneur and business owner, I think the final blow is his failed gaming career.
I suspect when I was like 12, he was bronze in Overwatch, and me and my twin weren't. And he would try to constantly get us to play ranked with him, and I'm like 90% sure it was just because we could carry him.
And he's been caught over and over again paying people to play for him. Elon has tried to establish himself as a top gamer. During a Joe Rogan podcast, he bragged about being a top Quake player back in the day. This information is unconfirmed, but we do know that Musk played Quake and participated in tournaments. Musk claimed he was a top 20 Diablo player with the fastest clear times in the world. However,
it's such a shit brag as well. Like, no one cares. Even gamers aren't impressed by that, because they know how many hours it would take to be the second best in the world, and it goes beyond being cool into being actually quite sad. If you're like number 100, you could still potentially get bitches. Right? You could still potentially get laid. If you're number 2 in the world, your dick is drier than the Sahara. Okay? It's never, but your balls couldn't be bluer. You've got no time to do anything else. You spend every waking moment playing that video game. And that's just pathetic. Thank you, Kieran with Bitty Bits, and thank you, Nick Potkin, for resubscribing with Prime for 43 months. Everyone go and follow Nick on the various platforms for cat-related pictures.
Path of Exile 2 proved to be an entirely different beast. Elon Musk did multiple live streams playing the newly released game on hardcore. Streamers made videos about Elon's playstyle, commenting that he lacked certain skills that would be expected from a player at his level. Musk admitted to account boosting, finally putting an end to this important debate. This is great. He should go back to doing more weird antics like this that don't affect us. Lie about your gaming. Just put the G Fuel in the bag, bro. Somehow you can be the richest man in the world and still be bankrupt in Riz. At least he's killing it with Doge, though. Doging his family, responsibilities, the IRS. Nice, successful pump and dump was Grimes. Elon Musk
See, now this is the stuff I'm here for. These one-liners. Hey, I need to do a break and like unwind my legs because I've been sat cross-legged for.
Well, we're nearly done, Christo. Just less than a minute. Chill.
Okay.
From his bootstraps, but that would only be true if the boots were made from emeralds. In closing, I just want to take a moment to remind you all that no matter how bad things get, Elon Musk has a botched dick implant, and somehow it's still launching better than his rockets. We all know he makes his girlfriends refer to it as the Model D, which is somehow the least explosive Tesla product. And there you have it, folks. Those are some of my favorite Elon Musk failures. So the next time you think to yourself, am I underqualified for this position? I don't know. I don't know if I'm good enough. Just think to yourself, Elon Musk would have done it 10 times and made $1 billion off it by now. So you apply for that position because imposter syndrome is scared of Elon Musk. And it's gotten him pretty far. Thank you for watching this video.
True.
Like, subscribe, and give it a
Anyway.
Nice.
Christy, I'll give it a like. Christy, yes, go and do your legs.
All right, thank you.
Go and do your legs. That's amazing.
And you can pull up the Times interview that people are asking about in the chat.
Indeed. Super genius Elon Musk hit with community note over basic mathematics error. Oh yeah, Elon Musk's an idiot. Elon Musk's just an idiot. He's just a fucking idiot. What is this? Trump 2020. As if, who would spend $50 on a fucking Trump hat? It's so pathetic. Especially when you could spend $50 on my YouTube/Twitch streams. Yeah, you can hit the follow button, you can subscribe with Amazon Prime, gift subscriptions to the community. You can do bits, you can do bits, messages, 200 bits or more will get you a text-to-speech. You can do super chats, well, the Streamlabs link below. Got Patreon, PayPal, Discord, Blue Sky, YouTube, Instagram, Threads, TikTok, Blue Sky, I don't know. If you're on YouTube, you can become a member for 99 pence. You can do super chats, which I will read out. You can subscribe for fuck all. You can press the thumbs up for fuck all. You can hit the notification bell for fuck all. If you want to. Did you see Don Jr. with the Trump 2028 hat? I did, and I do hope he runs, because he has literally no chance of winning. He is the Rizless King. Oh, no.
And back.
Oh, God, did you see J.K. Rowling got married?
What? I thought she was being a bitch on a boat.
Yeah, well, that's, I think, where she got married, to Andrew Tate. Because they're such big defenders of women's rights, you say?
Yeah. Oh, did you watch that clip I sent you about the politician whose mind melted on television?
Oh well, we can do that if you wanted to. Yeah. I did. I'd already seen it because the thing is, you put on the Discord play the Curb Your Enthusiasm music.
Oh yeah.
And on the Evil app, someone had done that.
No, that's okay. Mine's from Blue Sky. They probably just shared it in multiple venues.
Probably. So yeah, this is about the UK Supreme Court being shit and being like, oh, trans people basically don't exist.
Yeah. Everything you're defined by what's between your legs.
Yes, so you're not with men and women or anything like that anymore. You're now just cocks and pussies.
Yep.
And that has ramifications in terms of the use of public facilities.
True.
And I don't think many of the transphobes had thought this one through.
Nope.
Have to use women's toilets. That's going to make women less safe, because how are you going to stop a normal man, going into a woman's toilets and saying, "I'm a trans man"? And so I think we have to look at I don't
follow that logic.
Why?
Because the point is that we're saying that people who are biologically men shouldn't be using women's toilets. That's the point of this ruling, among other things.
But a trans man is biologically a woman.
Someone who's transitioned from being a woman to a man is...
And so they would then have to use women's toilets.
Right, I think this...
Really had not thought it through at all.
Nope.
Yeah.
I remember I'm putting little quips in to remind myself what various links without pictures refer to. So that's why I said curb the enthusiasm, because it was, yeah.
So Buck Angel is not a nice person. I'm not defending this person in the slightest.
Nope.
But what I will say is that they look like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Butch dude, beard, ripped, etc. That person is trans. They are a trans man. I don't know any woman who would feel more comfortable if he strolled through the fucking door whilst they're, doing their business. But that's what you want. This is the situation. This is what you asked for, transphobes.
Yep. Now that's what now that person is allowed. People who look like that, with that, the trans men are allowed in women's bathrooms because of you don't want them to use the one that the gender that they identify with.
Yep. So get ready for that. Fucking idiots. They really have not thought it through. Because again, they just wanted to shit on like trans women, forgetting of course that it does go both ways.
Well, they always it's about controlling women. They get blinded. They don't problematize issues around men, unless it's like how men are screwed over by women.
True. So this is the Tesla whistleblower.
Okay.
Let's have a look.
I start this lawsuit to prove my innocence and to prove how vindictive this monster is. He's pure evil.
A whistleblower who won the latest appeal in a years-long legal battle with Tesla has said she wants to face Elon Musk in open court. Christina Balan was a successful engineer at the company. So much so, in fact, that her initials were carved on batteries of some Teslas. But after emailing Elon Musk about safety issues, about how the floor mats would affect the car's brakes, Christina was called to a meeting where she was told to resign. 8 years after her legal battle began, and as she is in remission from breast cancer, she says she now has the opportunity to finally confront Elon Musk at a trial, face to face. Christina spoke to us from her home in Florida this morning, and I asked first why she emailed Elon Musk.
This is what he asked for us. If you have an issue, you have to contact me directly, which I did. Not a lot of people did it, but what I can assure you is that 90% of the one who did, they got fired soon after.
Wow. So what happened next after you sent that email asking for a meeting?
Was that silence. He didn't answer. He didn't said anything. Kind of like he didn't receive it. And 3 days after, because I was in such a good relationship with all the vice presidents, I had quite a few patent ideas that I was dealing with just the highest, the second and the third in command on Tesla. I knew that on Wednesdays he will be in there, in the company. By the way, the reality of his puffery that he's working late and sleeping on the floor is just bullshit. Elon Musk was present in Tesla 1 day every other week. With small exception, Elon Musk was in Tesla every other Wednesday. Well, imagine how much can you do in 2 days per month.
Well, considering what a fuck up he is, it was probably better for the company that he didn't come in very often.
And I knew that in that day he will be there, and I was so close, and I was helping so many VPs, and my desk was actually in the line of sight from him, a few desks away. And I was waiting to talk to him and present what I have in the emails. My friends, the VPs, were preparing to talk about everything that I emailed him. But instead of that, the HR and the legal department had another plan for me. And what they've done, to
be fair, Elon Musk doesn't even grant interviews with his own children. So why would he grant one with an engineer?
Yes.
Told me that they have some details to talk to me before I'm talking with Elon. So they knew about the meeting. I was a bit surprised. I was like, how do they know what I have in my...
Like, Elon will be naked, but you're not allowed to point out his nakedness because he's actually wearing robes of the finest silk. That's an emperor's got no clothes joke.
Yeah, okay. There's just general reference or a specific quote.
Okay. Email, Okay. And instead of, taking me into a normal conference room that we had upstairs, they actually took me into a dungeon.
What?
If you saw those...
Why the fuck do they have a dungeon? That's weird.
One of those horror movies that you are getting into like a dark, factory, like abandoned, and you have like drapes coming out from the ceiling and you have to, take them away. Well, this is...
Although, to be fair, as a white woman, there was a 50% chance he was taking her down there to impregnate her.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah.
How it was.
And
we got into a room. And in there, they...
Because of his broken penis.
They forced me to resign.
How did they force you to resign, Christina? Explain what the terms of this dismissal...
They offered me a horse. They offered me a horse as compensation. I got a redundancy horse.
Dismissal was.
They've told me that if I'm not resigning on the spot, they will deport my entire team.
Jesus
because the
Christ.
entire team of Tesla, the entire interior team was backing me up.
What a piece of shit! For an illegal immigrant, he doesn't have to act the Billy Big Bollocks, doesn't he, Elon Musk?
And their plan, Tesla's plan and legal department plan, was to convince the entire team and myself to close the investigation, an internal investigation that we open in the company, to fix a serious safety issue.
And this is why his cars fucking explode.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't fix things, he just pretends that they're not there and says, oh, I'll deport you all. No wonder he wants all these people over on the H-1B visas, because they're easy to bully.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And this was an issue with the brakes, right?
Correct.
With the brakes. And that's what you'd emailed Elon Musk about.
I emailed him about a lot of stuff, because we had hundreds of defects per car, and we are sending the cars out like that, knowing
they're death traps.
Yeah,
like I'm not kidding. We had cars with hundreds of defects.
Blew shit on.
Yeah,
and
on his cars.
The entire car is a fucking defect.
Yeah.
Elon Musk's birth was a defect.
Their plan, when I'm saying there, it's legal and HR department. Their plan to shut us down didn't work so well, because when they start threatening everybody to keep their mouth shut, they end up to myself, and they said, if you don't drop the internal investigation, and that was before, a week before I emailed Elon. They said, I can assure you that nobody will believe that, the entire team was backing you up, and we will frame it in such a way that you will look like a disgruntled, crazy employee. And I said, "What?"
It's like super villain, like baddie stuff from a movie.
Yes.
What do you mean? Every single person that was, backing me up and trying to fix the issues that we have in Tesla, they were all having the same, different issues, but the same outcome. Each time that we tried to fix something, we were threatened, we were, demoted, retaliated against. Well, this time, their plan didn't work, because they said they've told me nobody will believe you instead of us, and I said, well, your plan doesn't work. And they were like, what do you mean? Well, I have the evidence that everybody had the same issue. And it's like, what do you mean? What do you mean you have the evidence? And I said, the meeting that we had before we opened the internal investigation, the meeting that we tried to fix everything before we got to Elon, was with the vice president of engineering. And in there, he actually admitted that he was a safety issue. He said it. Of course, it's a safety issue. And guess what? He added, it's a safety issue bigger than Toyota recall.
Wow. Okay. So
and I dropped. I couldn't believe it. And of course, the legal and the HR, they said, well, nobody will believe you. And I said, yes, for sure. But your problem is that I record the 2-hour conversation.
So you recorded the
Nice.
Beautiful. Like, it really is like evil supervillain.
Yeah.
But they're ousted by the one clever bastard who pressed record on the dictaphone or whatever.
Just, voice record on your phone, slide it in your pocket, and then just let them talk.
Yep.
Conversation.
Yes, I have the admission.
Like, no one will believe you. And then they started cackling and doing the evil finger pyramid. Like, what the fuck?
So you have the evidence of that conversation.
Correct.
So, can I just clarify? Elon Musk had sent an email, or several emails company-wide, telling you that you should be able to give feedback. But when you gave feedback, the response to criticism of corporate practices was essentially to silence people or to dismiss them. Is that right?
But he's the freedom of speech man. He made speech legal again. Christy.
Yeah. And comedy is legal too.
True, and he's living the dream and living the meme. Because those things
Right.
make sense.
Exactly. 100%. And you know what was funny? That I've heard the same story, not just in US. There are people in Norway and in Germany that they did the same thing, and they were out of the blue fired in the next 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah. So I want to
surprised.
bring it back.
He really is like one of the rubber barons. He's just
Yeah.
fucking evil.
Yes.
Legitimately bad.
But he's not clever about it.
No.
To what happened after that meeting. So you were forced to resign. You brought a wrongful dismissal case, as I understand it, and then
Yes.
Tesla publicly accused you of using its resources for a secret project, which essentially amounts to embezzlement under US law. You've called their action
And Elon would know a lot about embezzlement. Yeah.
vindictive. Did this seem like an act of hostility from the company?
Oh, it was 100%. Because what people don't get is that the lawsuit that I brought against them was in 2014, right after I was forced to resign. And in 2017, that lawsuit ended and I won that lawsuit.
Nice.
After we finished with everything, the deposition, everything that we had in that lawsuit, Musk and his VP of PR decided to defame me. And those accusations, the embezzlement, the theft, they had 4 years almost to bring them in the lawsuit that we just ended. They never brought it. Why? Because the evidence of that lawsuit shows exactly the opposite of what they've lied.
Yeah.
So you won that lawsuit, then they...
There are a non-zero chance that he's going to lose that lawsuit too. He's got a very Trumpian approach to lawsuits, old Elon, hasn't he?
Accused you publicly of embezzlement.
You know what you should do? You should go there and say, when I accused her of embezzlement, it was just a generic insult.
Yes.
Just a generic, it was fine, yeah.
And I know then you brought a defamation case. There's been a lot of legal back and forth over the past 5 years, more than that. But I understand you won a very significant legal victory last Wednesday, Christina. Tell us what you won on Wednesday.
I won it actually on Monday.
Oh, sorry, my dates are wrong. You won a very significant legal victory last week. Tell us what you won.
For the first time in his life, Elon Musk lost an appeal.
Yay!
The same for Tesla. And what I've won, I proved the impossible. That an immigrant woman engineer, process,
shit on him.
And lately with, a bit of my, the help of my
Can you pause it?
New lawyer.
See, everyone was saying, "Oh, Christy, you couldn't go pro se." She did it.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah. So, I'm not saying it would be easy. Well, I'm not saying it would be impossible, but I'm saying it's doable.
Yeah.
And also, I'm cheaper than all the attorneys I know. I work for free. So, yeah, pro se, man. If we ever get arrested, Kevin, you and me, pro se, I'll represent us.
Oh no, we're going to jail. Yeah, no. I'll purposefully. I will make sure we lose. But anyway, yeah, just well done to this queen. Love it.
Yeah, 100%. Fuck him in the ass.
Who's my friend? Not just my lawyer.
Strap that dildo on.
So I can't do fingering jokes, but you can do fucking strap-on.
Elon Musk is alive.
Bum sex jokes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bum sex. Nothing wrong with that.
We did it.
Alive,
We actually beat
people.
Elon Musk in court. We beat his hundreds of hardcore legal team.
So you won the right to you've won an appeal, which gives you the right to now bring another suit and potentially to face him in court. I know that this won't happen overnight. This could be another long legal process. Do you want to see Elon Musk in court?
Oh, yes. This is why.
What we saw with Don Lemon, he doesn't stand up well to any kind of vaguely critical questioning. Which is, of course, why they didn't want to give him a proper position in the government, because he'd have to go before a committee of Congress to be what do you call it, approved or whatever. Yeah. Anyway, and that he wouldn't do well in that. He's not.
No.
He's not good at talking.
No.
Or doing stuff.
I start this lawsuit to prove my innocence and to prove how vindictive this monster is. He's pure evil. In this, up to now, it's no movie that can paint it exactly how Elon Musk is in real life. He's enjoying hurting people. Yep. Like he's getting pleasure for seeing people hurt.
Yep.
He destroys so many people in Tesla that you have no idea, but you don't know about them, because each time, and this is very important, I wish the entire world to find out, each time that you're signing an employment agreement with Tesla and with Musk, and not just with Tesla, Musk is asking this for every single person that he ever worked with, even if it's SpaceX or any other of his companies. He's forcing everybody to give up, and this is the pathetic part, their freedom of speech.
What a surprise.
And the right to sue. The First and Seventh Amendment of the Constitution of the United States.
Yeah, because
why do you think is that?
He's a fascist.
Yeah.
Because without those, if they will not have the arbitration agreement, the whole smoke and mirrors that he paint around him, it will crumble to pieces.
Christina, what would a win look like for you?
All of the horses.
Just to see me in front of a judge. A lot of people they were asking me, it's like, how much do you want from me? How much do you want to, the judge to punish me for?
She better hope this goes through quickly, otherwise she's not going to have any fucking money left. Once that Tesla stock drains away, he's going to have nothing. She might be lucky to get a horse out of it.
The only thing that I want to see in front of a jury and a judge,
that
because for 10,
because that shit gets fucking filmed in America. Like in Britain, you just hear about that shit. Like the case ends, and then they're allowed to report on it. Whereas in America, just like what's that? A double homicide case? Yeah, that can be on live TV. Yeah, okay.
Years I'm fighting with him to just show my evidence, to show the truth.
Yeah, could we get him to cry on camera? That would be so good, honestly. I'd never need pornography again. I'd just have that in the old wank bank.
That'd be your
playing on repeat. Especially if he does look like sniffly noises, ASMR sniffly noises. Like, oh god, that would be glorious.
And he's going around the world and lying and faking that is the free speech absolutist, when every single person of his team ever on all his companies doesn't have any rights on it. Imagine how frustrated are everybody in Tesla. But what's the reason why I can talk to you right now, and the reason why I'm allowed to share all these insights inside Tesla and about Musk, is that in 2019, when I filed the lawsuit against Tesla, I won something that nobody else won before. I convinced the most senior federal judge of Washington State to void.
Oh yeah, we get little sketches of trials and stuff in certain cases, but in if it's a big case, like a murder case, like if there's a serial killer, you won't hear about it in Britain. until... Unless it's like a really big case, like a nationwide manhunt thing. Like, if there's just like a person who kills 10 people, it goes to the High Court and goes through the whole thing, and there's a complete blackout in the media, and then when it's over, then they report on it. And you're like, what the fuck? There was a serial killer case going on for the last 2 years, and no one fucking knew anything. Bastards!
How do you feel about that?
It's very stupid.
Okay.
Like in America, there's the thing of like the 12 people. The 12 people get sequestered.
Yeah.
So that the rest of society can talk about it.
Yes.
Whereas in Britain, we do the exact opposite. We sequester the entire nation so that those 12 people don't get, like, influenced because no one else knows anything about it. It's so stupid. Fucking hell. I'm not suggesting we film it all, but, like, put them up in a hotel. London, the beautiful thing about London, loads of fucking hotels. Put them up in a hotel somewhere for a couple of months, whatever, for the case. And then the rest of the country can go, oh, that's crazy.
Let's have a conversation.
That murder thing is happening, isn't it? That's mad. What do you think about that? You know, like, it's so stupid. Anyway, but that's just the way it is. Britain's a very silly place.
It is. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Some things will never change.
Well, things will change, Christo. But
No,
probably
it's-
just not for the better.
You remember that song, or don't you? Are you too young?
No, I remember this. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Ah, but don't you believe them? I made that bit Pearl Jam. That wasn't necessary.
All the confidentiality
Pearl Jam doing that
clauses
song would be
that
amazing.
Tesla and
That
Musk
would have
had
been
on me.
dope. Yeah.
And I convinced her to allow me to get, into a public court. Well, guess what? I won. After
Fuck
I
yes.
fight with them, I won in June
Salutes in
2019,
chat, everyone. Salutes
a
in
right
chat.
to get Musk to court and show his evidence.
That was Christina Balan, who was an engineer at Tesla and who has just won her
Fuck yes. Absolutely epic work. Well done to them.
Yeah. Disruptor. There we go.
True. For something a bit funny to end on, which is a thing you sent me from the Daily Show. Our old friend, Mr. Clapper.
Oh God, yeah.
Yes.
Things coded, and I've been learning Gematria, so...
What's Gematria?
Can I pull my phone out for a second?
Sure.
Okay, so it's called the Gematria, and it's a calculator.
Gematria is a mystic numerological key and an app which allows believers to type in words and get back meaningful numbers.
You type it in the calculator, you get these numbers. And so Michael Jackson's last concert was This Is It, comes to 113.
You know what that means? Do you? I don't know what that means.
So 113 means not true.
So Michael Jackson...
Yeah.
Hang on, why does it mean that? What?
It's like astrology for numbers.
But okay, but like, what even is the system? Why does 113 equate to?
I did download the app and I went to try to use the calculator, but it's part of the pro subscription. I'm like, I'm not paying.
Oh no!
for a bit.
So someone's making. Of course, someone's making.
Of course,
money out
of course,
yeah.
they're making money out of it.
Fucking
Point of-
wankers, man.
Yeah.
Grifty fuckheads.
That wasn't his last concert.
And he's alive.
Michael Jackson's alive. Keep on talking. Is Bin Laden still alive?
Tim,
Are you doing math right now?
no, I'm trying to remember his real name. Tim.
Osama Bin Laden.
Yeah, Tim.
Tim?
No, not Tim. Osama. His name's not fucking Tim. What are you talking about?
Yep. Her vote cancels out mine.
Yeah, true. Well, assuming she's in Wisconsin, of course.
Yeah, but just generally, yeah. It's like that type of voter.
She is white enough to have been from Wisconsin.
Yes, she is.
Forgot his last name.
Tim is not the most Saudi name.
And he wasn't Saudi, he was
He
from the
was.
CIA.
How does MAGA and Trump fit into all this?
Who the fuck is Tim? I need to know who Tim is now.
Okay, you want me to look it up while you continue the
Yeah,
clip?
put
and I'll see if I can
Osama
find
bin
out?
Laden Tim and see if there's like a connection here.
All right.
I need to know, because that's blown my mind. Is she referring to someone else, or does she think Osama bin Laden's real name was Tim?
Yeah, it's the second one.
Oh my god. His name was Tim. No.
Yeah, it's like there are some who call me Tim.
Others call me Shatumi, the bringer of corn. Little Mighty Boosh reference.
Well, Trump, 88.
Help me out with
J.
that.
Kennedy, 88.
Yeah.
So
they're Hitler.
They're both Nazis, yeah.
Yeah.
I presume that's what that means. No, 88 means scrambled egg on toast. No. She does. She thinks he was actually a Tim who worked for the CIA. No wonder they changed it. To be fair, if your agent was called Tim and he had to go deep undercover since the 70s in Afghanistan, you'd change it, wouldn't you? It'd stand out like a sore thumb trying to make the Mujahideen a thing. There's Ahbu and Mohammed and Tim and
Tim.
Hang on, whoa. What was that last one?
It's 4 fucking lions all over again.
Yeah, Tim. His name's Tim Rogers. What? Tim Rogers, the Islamist. Okay, you know. I think he might be CIA lads. So they changed it to Osama bin Laden. Good cover story.
Yeah,
Love
but
it.
did you get my four lions reference?
Yeah, there's the white guy.
Yeah.
Who is honestly my favourite character.
He's
so mental.
I still remember that line.
Fucking Jewish spark plugs. Sorry.
When they're sitting around, the guy goes, "Fuck baby bells," because they were mad at the grocery store.
They sell all them perfumes that make you want to shag white women.
It's so dark, but it's so
It is.
funny.
What is he, a martyr or a fucking jalfrezi? Honestly, we need to do a watch.
Yeah, we have to. Yeah, because that didn't get a lot of play. I don't think that's a very niche film.
I mean,
in the UK,
is there much call for a slapstick knockabout comedy about suicide bombing?
Yes.
You know, it's a thing.
Oh, and for people who are like, what are you talking about? It's that one meme of the 3 guys of Arabic or Middle Eastern descent and the one white guy in the van with dancing in the moonlight.
Yeah.
Everybody, and then they're on their way to their suicide mission.
Yeah, they literally. Yeah, because they're from like northern England.
Yeah.
Well, actually, the white guys look from the south, but whatever. They meet up and do their thing in the north, and then they're driving to the London Marathon to like suicide bomb it.
Yeah.
And they literally the white guy falls asleep because he just want to put like the music on. So when he falls asleep, they start dancing in the moonlight. Oh god, it's so fun.
Yeah, it's the
so
same guy
fucking
who
fun.
did Brass.
Brass Eye, yeah, Chris Morris, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely excellent stuff.
I can't really find anything.
And of course, the side Kayvon Novak.
Oh, sorry. Is this one of the writers or the actor?
No, the actor Kayvon Novak.
It's really he was in that too.
Yeah,
He was the young guy who went fuck baby bells.
Yeah, he's the stupid one. Yeah, I'll bigger it.
Yeah.
I'll bigger it.
Oh my god! Do you remember the beginning when they accidentally set off the missile or the rocket?
Yeah, fires it.
Yeah. Oh god, we
Flipping idiots! Flipping idiots! They should have gone to Chicken Cottage.
I didn't realize that was him.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah.
Oh god.
He's really like clever and versatile because he did a show called Phone Jacker back in the day, which was like prank calls as different characters, and his voice range is amazing. He's really good.
I think he does one of his characters from that show in What We Do in the Shadows.
But yeah, basically, yeah, it's like Eastern European voice. Yeah, because that's all you're going to do to be a vampire is just say, I want to suck your blood in an Eastern European voice. And that does it, basically.
No, I can't find any particular source anywhere. It's just some weird conspiracy theory about it. His code name was Geronimo, but no official source has ever said he was called Tim.
Well, that's what they want you to think, isn't it?
Yeah.
Same person?
I don't know. That's what Gematria says. Everything's coded.
That's what Gematria says. Oh God, I need to know why 113 means that's not true. Like, what the fuck does that mean? What kind of weird ass code is this?
All right, we're gonna have to find a video on numerology, mystical numerology on YouTube. I'm sure they exist.
Oh, I don't want to. It's 8 o'clock, Christy. We've been going for 2 hours.
Yeah, no, for next time. For
next time. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay,
yeah,
you know what I'm going to do?
Part 2.
I'm going to be very, very lazy here, and I'm going to farm that out to chat. Chat, can you look up numerology and find out why 113 means that's not true? In relation to Gematria, which is not Jumanji, because that was a fun film.
Or Geronimo.
Or Tim.
Or Tim.
Tim from Accounts, who became the leader of the Mujahideen / Al Qaeda.
So that's how the office.
And that's actually Tim. That's why they called it Al Qaeda, because it was Tim and Al.
Tim Al.
It was Tim Davis and Al Qaeda. the two CIA agents who set it up. There's a buddy cop film I want to see.
I'm going to have to go look up. Well, I'm going to watch Cubbies play the Brewers now, actually. But I'm going to look up Foreign Lions and see if we can get it on YouTube.
Baseball.
Yeah, I got subscribed to. And I thought it was just the Brewers games or the Cubbies games. But no, I get all the games.
Yeah, you sign up to MLB, you get literally all of the games. Yeah.
So I have all baseball now. I've got more baseball than I can possibly watch between now and October.
A lot of baseball.
It's so
really, you can't watch all of the games.
No, you know how many games they play in a season?
162?
4? You were really close.
Oh, yeah. 164. Okay.
Yeah. 164.
Which is mental, and that's regular season. That's before they even start the fucking postseason.
Yes.
Mad. Mad.
So much baseball.
Yeah.
My friend was very disappointed that the American football season was so short because he just sort of started getting into it and it was over. It's like, well, where's the rest of it? Like, what they come back for the summer? I'm like, no, that's it. It's like spargel. It's like asparagus in Germany. It's like here for 6 weeks and it's gone. So I want to replace it.
Well, chat are very, very swift with this. Oof. Jesus Christ.
We have our own chat GPT.
Hey.
God, am I good tonight
you
or
are
what?
on form. Numerology, angel number 113. Celestial Mercury, a glimpse into the divine. What? I'm not looking through all this shit.
It is shit at the end of the day.
Historical and cultural references, tarot, the big diamond chart. Oh, fuck, I'm just going to do find.
It's going to be energies and crystal powers and, channeling, a lot of that kind of stuff.
Not true. Oh, no, okay, just the word true then. Just the word true there. Only twice. It teaches true freedom. Okay, well, that's of no fucking use to me. And, numerology soul affirmations, mirroring your true nature. Load of bollocks. Okay, so it doesn't mean that. She's just making shit up. It's not written. Like, Gematria doesn't even agree with this woo-woo bollocks. Gematria is a new level of angel number 113 meanings.
I mean, numerology goes back into ancient times. People were using...
Oh, yeah, don't get me wrong.
It's like 616, the number of the beast, which is actually something else, not 616. But anyway, because they did the math wrong.
Yeah, but like, it's a sign of something good within humans, pattern relation. It is important to work out that if a lion is running towards you, it doesn't want to say hello. You have to climb up a tree away from it, or shoot it, or just run away, whatever, right? So recognizing patterns in the world around you helps you navigate that
useful skill. Very useful skill.
But just because that patterns exist doesn't mean that they're intentional patterns. You know, the people who go through books and like find, if you diagonally draw a line here, it says kill the president or something. Like it doesn't.
Well,
like,
I mean,
it doesn't mean anything.
People see the face of Jesus in toast, right?
Someone saw the face of Jesus in a dog's anus.
There you go. So pattern recognition is a default. Yeah, our brains are predisposed. That's why we're not a tabula rasa. Although Locke was on a much better, path to empirical validity than this idea that we're born with innate knowledge that God imprints on our soul. That's a bunch of bullshit. But it's not that we're a blank slate. We do have our brains, pre-organized information for us.
You godless harlot.
Quite.
I just, we'll on that bombshell.
We'll leave it there.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. 113 means it's not true because 113 is the number she got when she put the name of Michael Jackson's final tour into the app. No, that was no. The final tour was This Is It, and then it gave her the number 113, which apparently means that's not true. Is what she said, and she should know. She knows all about Tim and Al. So you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
She knows all the things.
Yeah, anyway. Yeah, do you like my background that someone made, Krista? You should look at the thing.
Oh, I'm on Twitch.
Yeah.
So I was look at what background. It's just light brown from what I'm looking at.
Okay.
Oh, look at you as a saint.
That's me as Saint Kevin with Rory Cats.
Oh, that's so nice.
It is. That nearly made me cry yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. The way it looks is A1, B2, C3. But that still doesn't work because it's 3 numbers. 113, it's 7, that's 7 letters, not true. And there was a 3 number. It doesn't make sense. She's making shit up. Anyway.
Quite.
Anyway, I'll be honest with you, Christy. I believed her when she was talking about Tim and Al, the flower pot men who run Al Qaeda or whatever. But now she's full of shit. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what to believe.
Now you're
it's
doubting
warped
her.
my fragile version of reality, and I can't take it. Anyway, I'm going to send on YouTube. Where am I going to send people?
Yeah, and we're back next Monday, but I am not here next Friday.
Oh, well,
I'm
you're
off next Friday. I have a friend in town.
Nice. Christy's getting dick. Okay, you're going over to the Vanguard on YouTube. Who's going on Twitch? I don't know. I'm gonna have a look.
Beep, 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 beep.
Lesbian Hot Sauce is doing a fundraiser
nice.
for LGBTI plus in South Africa and Namibia. So you're going
Cool.
there.
Nice.
Go over and say hello to Lesbian Hot Sauce, who is a friend of the channel. And I'll see you probably tomorrow. Probably talking about some stuff, but I don't know, and all of that jazz. Christy will be with me on Monday. What you've got anything coming up in your channel?
Just some D&D on the Sunday, and there might be some other games being played on Saturday. Wolf would know better than I would, and Pasta if they are in the chat. But there's always D&D. You can go listen to Lefty's playing D&D on Rolling Left.
Yes, although of course that will cost you your eternal soul.
Yeah, well, I mean, how many of our chat still have their souls?
That's so fucking true. High five. High five. Okie doke. I'll everyone go and follow Christy on the various platforms. And it's goodbye from me and goodbye from Christy. So,
the game.
That's not the she didn't